So you think that in America, like part of the solution, I guess, of getting there is getting control of our borders. But what about lawmakers? What is the responsibility of our lawmakers? What is the responsibility of our media? How do the American people who have lost so much faith in both ever find a way to get that back?
Well, start media. This is information war. I've written 3 books on Chinese information war. And this isn't all Chinese. Those books are in Japanese language, by the way. You can't get them in the United States because I work with Japan quite a lot. Our number one ally in the world is Japan, right? The relationship between Japan and the United States is the most important relationship in the world. I love Great Britain and all that stuff, but our relationship is really not that important compared to Japan and the United States. I mean, they're all important. All relationships are important. But right now, we're facing CCP, right? And the Chinese information war, we're facing many information wars. There's the Russians. They've always been at it since the 20s. I mean, information war has been going. Actually, information war, there are so many information wars going on. It's like a jungle.
I absolutely believe that.
There's tons of information wars going on. There's not just CCP. There's not just, internal stuff. This has been going on since forever. Like if you look at Ulysses S. Grant, when he did his world tour in 1879, he was in Paris talking with the Chinese guy. I've forgotten his name. But if you read, I published it several times. If you read what U.S. Grant said in 1879, he warns specifically about communists. And he uses the communist, I'm not paraphrasing. He says communist, uses the communist C word. He's like, warns about communists and warns about ne'er-do-wells who are always ready in any civilized country to do bad stuff. In other words, if you read what he wrote, it's on my Patreon. It could have been written 3 hours ago, and it could have been talking about BLM and Antifa and communists. It literally could have been written this morning. It's that accurate. And it's
but when nobody's willing to tell when no one's willing to tell the truth about these groups, when everybody's afraid because everybody's afraid of being canceled. I know we are, but there are very few people that are right now, because the thing is, it's like you talk, you say it, and you're canceled. You say something that isn't quite right, and then you're not woke enough. They've used all of these, I think, strategically, this disinformation warfare in such a strategic way that people, even with common sense, are afraid to use their common sense out of fear that once they say it, they're going to be ostracized by the rest of the group. It's like a perfect tactic, right? It's like anything you say, all of a sudden you're a UFO guy. Although now people are believing in the UFOs, and I'm doing a lot of shows on that. But the thing is, you know what I mean? It's like you say something that we don't agree with, and you will be out of the loop. We are going to ostracize you, allow other groups to destroy your reputation. And before you can pick up the pieces, you're going to be gone. We're going to shred you. It's like the worst kind of warfare, right?
It is. I mean, information warfare, if you've got a great information warfare campaign going, that's like having a great Navy and Air Force. I mean, information war is military power. It is incredible.